Good evening, welcome to the Midweek Malustream, a new venture for everybody, myself included. And how are you all doing on this needlessly hot and warm day, which is making me want to die? What is the plan, Malus, you might ask? What mad science have you got planned for this evening? Let me tell you, a tale of horror and sadness. No, I won't do that, because that's not what we're here for. I've decided that today, at least, given that it's a Wednesday, we're going to do something called Wednesday, which, if you're a little bit clever, you'll notice has the letters NES in the middle of it. It's not that clever, I know. So we're going to play some NES games. That is the idea. We're going to do something that I have wanted to do for a little while, and I have attempted it before, both on stream and in mad, drunk video form. But I have a determination bordering on the insane to achieve something, so I'm going to try and achieve that today. What is this lofty goal? Well, if you just give me a second, you will find out, won't you? I better do it as a game capture just to be sure. Just like that. And then we should be able to go one of those and one of those to make sure it's all good. How can a dragon have a bushy tail? How many dragons do you know? Have you ever seen one? Did it have a bushy tail? Could you recognise him in a lineup? When it has a baby with a donkey, ew. No, it's not Drod. God no. I preserve some degree of my brain. No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some good old Castlevania, because I've never beaten this game despite many attempts to do so. And I want to do that. I want to beat the original Castlevania. I feel like it's doable for me, but it's difficult, to say the least. So, let us do this. We can be a Belmont if we want to. And, of course, we do. So, I had been playing this a little bit on my own time, a couple of weeks back. Kind of as practice, but kind of just, because I wanted to play it. And I'm getting pretty good at it. When I'm not fucking up and doing terrible, awful things. Whack. It's doable for me, Malus 2018. Indeed. Well, the reason I say that is because I can handle most of the game. The only place I fall down at the moment is the boss battle with Death, because holy shit, that guy is freaking impossible. I mean, if you put aside the nightmare corridor that comes before him, because I can actually get through that reasonably comfortably now. But that boss fight is just bonkers hard. Garb, can we do this today? I don't think we can. No, what kind of attitude is that to have? I need to be confident in my abilities. And if I'm not, then you can be in my stead. Oh, holy shit. Do I normally have the holy water by now? Oh well. Yeah, the trouble with Castlevania 4 is there's one particular bit of it that I just always get stuck and die on. You have to do this very precise jump, and I can never quite get it. There was a sub-weapon that was good for Death, like silly good. I mean, maybe it's the cross, because that's normally what I have when I get there. It doesn't seem bad, but it also doesn't seem like an amazingly great choice either. Ooh, I want these. Of course, after playing Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, getting hearts as weapon energy is confusing. But it's totally fucking fine. Blat. Everything dies. Okay then. Castlevania is a bit weird in that it actually considers this to be stage 2 now. Because each actual level of the game, of which there are 6, is divided into 3 stages. So by the end of it, you're on like stage 18, I think. Which is needlessly confusing. An unnecessary chicken. Of course, all chicken is necessary at all times. If you're not eating it, then you've got a problem. You gotta take it out of water and eat it regardless of the mold and maggots that surely encompass it. Don't tell me it's no good. Eat it now. Eat it good. Eat it strong. And you will gain power from it. That's how chicken works. I don't know if you knew that. It's a very, very specific science. And yeah, I've got it on the PAL setting, because that's obviously the region I'm in, and this was the period where PAL actually was slower on the whole sound thing than NTSC. So most folks know most game music at a certain speed, whereas I know the same music in a lot of cases at a slower speed. The most notable example of that I can think of is Sonic 1. I grew up with the PAL versions of those songs, so the slower versions. So when I heard the faster versions, it was fucking weird to me. But now, obviously, it's weird the other way around, because I've heard the fast ones so many more times. But yeah, Castlevania is not one I had such a familiarity with when I was younger, so I haven't made the same connections. Nevertheless, I do own the cartridge, and this is what I hear on the cartridge, so fucking sue me. Or don't! Please don't. Okay. First boss shouldn't be a problem, as long as I'm not an idiot. Oh dear, I'm clearly doomed. Aha, you didn't think to get me down there, did you? Your swoops are meaningless, fuck. Meaningless, I say! Taste my axes. They're delicious. Have them with chips. Do it! It's the only way you can be free. Nailed it! You can still whip while this is going on, but you can't move. I don't really know why that would be. Yes, drinking does tend to produce madness. Alright, first level out of the way. No problems, no deaths. A good start. Romper stomp. Stage 2. And this is where the fucking Medusa heads start appearing. But it is totally fine, cuz I've got me a Jesus orang, and you know it's a great weapon. It ruins the days of everyone who isn't me. I think of all the sub-weapons, it probably is my favourite one. Not least because I can call it the Jesus orang, and it's funny to me at least. But I think it's just the best one in terms of overall performance. Holy water is better in very specific circumstances, but other than that. Also, that guy is gonna die alone. Yeah, when I say stage 2, I suppose I really mean level 2. So yeah, that was a British thing, that levels was what we called the things, not stages or boards. Yeah, that's one I never really got, calling levels boards. Because unless it's something like Mario Party, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I've heard it used a couple of times in my life, and I do wonder about it. Level 2, Stage 1. Which is also Stage 4, and now 5. Just to confuse the crap out of you and everybody around you who's paying attention to this. Oh, fuck! Well, that Jesus orang was nice while I had it. I even knew that there was a knife on this part of the game, and I was just like, nah, I want all of that. I want knives. That completely fucking terrible sub-weapon that's really not that useful ever. It's an old D&D thing. It could well be, yeah. As for the... Oh, fuck! Good! Good, that's what I wanted. Gotta have... you gotta add that little level of challenge. And, you know, you have to self-inflict it sometimes. Because games could just be too easy unless you add your own rules. Malus is terrible at games. This is something we have all learned many times over the years. And he gets carried away with his own fucking ego. Yes, thank you. As for the SNES v Genesis, or Mega Drive thing, I never owned a SNES at the time. I only ever had the Mega Drive, so I guess I didn't really ever make the comparisons anyway. But for the most part, I think they're probably right. I think the trouble with the Mega Drive is it wasn't necessarily a bad sound chip, it was just a really hard one to get good tunes out of, and I think only certain games and certain game companies were able to succeed at that. Because if you did a bad soundtrack on the SNES, it didn't sound as bad as a bad soundtrack on the Mega Drive. Because their sound chip was a bit on the farty side. Why did I do that? I stood there and I looked at that and thought, I don't want that stopwatch, but then I picked it up anyway. Because I'm a maverick fucking renegade. I don't play by the rules, but I get results. Whether or not those results are actually any good or any use to anyone. We really need to make Malus quotes a command. Yeah, you're probably right. I said many things that embarrass me. Terribleness reigns here. That heart probably isn't worth dropping back down for now, is it? Huh! Alright, well, we've only lost one life so far. Fuck you. Fuck you. You have to fucking die. I'm serious. That Medusa head had to die. It was a matter of honour at that point. Anyway. We've only lost one life so far. That's not so bad. You do get a bonus one about... I think it's 30,000 points. But do not... quote me on that. Honestly, I don't have evidence to support this claim. Probably should... Ooh, holy water. I'll have that. Yoink! Oh, let's not die here needlessly. If we could. Because those things are insta-kill. So don't let them touch you. Even if you walk into the side of them, against all logic. But then I guess we are hunting a vampire with a fucking spiky chain whip. So, you know, logic and reality kind of go out the fucking window with that one. Yeah! Huzzah! Now I can throw 2 holy waters! I'm dual wielding the Pierce of Christ. No, that's really not what holy water is. Well, maybe it is. I mean, I don't know anything about religion. The Pierce of Christ compels you! I mean, there probably are quite a lot of them, yeah. It's fine. Nobody has to know about my failure, about my ineptitude, repeatedly being there, displayed for your enjoyment and mine. Alright, let's just try and get through the rest of this without fucking up again, how about? And not picking up garbage. That'll do. Zap! Killing everything on the screen's a great power to have. It's very fun and it's very enjoyable. Alright. Zaku! Indeed. Alright. Medusa Head boss is pretty easy. You can pretty much just brute force your way through it. You'll get hit a couple of times, but you will do way more damage to her than she does to you. Because she gets frozen on the spot when you hit her. And also dead. And also 1-up, motherfucker! Holy shit! It compels them to not stand near to him. Ew. Oh, what have I begun with this? Alright. Back up to the starting amount of lives. And level 3. Now this is where it starts getting tricky. This is the tough level. Dun 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 dun. And you know it's tricky indeed. Because this is where the fleas start coming at your balls. The best way to handle them is just get them on the screen, and just duck, wait, and kill them. What we need to do is be a bit patient, and as we know, I'm a fucking master of that. Whack! It's totally fine. And it's also really easy, oh god. Just as I say that, I'm getting hit anyway. It is totally fine, I'm just give him a chance to fight back before he goes ahead and explodes. This is as far as you can get in this game. Aha! That means I'm better than you at this. Mwaha! Malus's ego will never be satiated. Also, this bird is a factor that we now need to account for. Can you... Bye! Alright, fly backwards off the screen, that works too. Yeah, again, patience is a virtue when dealing with these fucking things. You just have to kind of wait for them. And then, eventually, you'll get hit by them and they'll be dead. Because they burst into flames when they fly into you. Just like all birds! Ha! Holy water! And that solves my problem there quite nicely. Would you not agree with my summary of the situation? Yes, bird asshole indeed. Ha! Honestly, the birds in Ninja Gaiden are probably worse than the ones in Castlevania, or at least the original one. in terms of knocking you off ledges. You're talking about bragging rights you can beat Super Castlevania 4 and not you. You make a valid point. Not going to argue it, because you are, in fact, entirely correct. I can't beat that game, oh no. Admittedly, I haven't given it a serious attempt in a long time, but I still haven't done it, so the facts remain unchanged. Kiot, oh fuck. No, you don't want, fuck. Sentences, they're too hard for me to form. Just gotta, yeah. It's totally easy and you know it. I'm getting hit all day long. You don't need to know why and you don't need to know how. I do this so well. Nope. What was that? Oh, bonus monies. Thanks. I don't know what that was in aid of, but I'll fucking take it. Alright, so you wait, and you gotta... they either fly down to whip level or just above it. Right, now we've got to be time this well. I can't afford to lose any more health before we get to the old boss. Because the stage 3 boss is a bit tricky. Okay, he's going just above whip height and then down to duck height. Oh yes, I'm prepared for their shenanigans. Free Glod, indeed. Ha! I mean, essentially, this game is all about timing. Just about everything requires you to time it right to succeed. Mainly with the whips, but also the jumps occasionally as well. Or sometimes both! Stage 8, you mean? Yes. That one. Yeah, I don't remember what the level in question is that I die on in Castlevania 4. Yeah, you have to jump across platforms that spin around when you land on them, and every time I fail a particular jump in that. I can't remember whereabouts in the game it is. I think I've got to it on stream before, but it was a while ago, so the video probably no longer exists for that. It may well have been deleted. Whack. That's what I'm talking about with the timing, dealing with the birds when they're just slightly out of whip height. That wasn't very fair. They're supposed to have a long wait period between shots. Fuck! Well, I'm still alive, so there's that. I don't need health anyway, and neither do you. Because you're a skeleton fool. If I can make it to the boss with just this one pip of health, I'll be quite pleased. To be brutally honest. That heart is not worth dying for. Oh shit. Oh, okay, there we go. And ha! Boss. Nailed it. Good at games. Master of timing in Castlevania as well. Paddington 2. Oh yeah, they did make a sequel to that, didn't they? First one was kind of... I mean, it was alright. Wasn't a masterpiece by any stretch, but it was alright. You have to remember that I have a deep childhood love of Paddington books. So obviously I was going to be very critical of the film if they didn't get it exactly right. And, you know, they, for the most part, didn't. Oh, fuck! Alright, there goes the meats. Spam to win! We'll win by spamming the whip button until success is achieved. Yes! I am invincible! Invincible, I say! Alright, good. So, that was level 3. Level 4 is where the game says, okay, fucking about time has now ended. Here's the real game. Zelda 2 tactics win the day. Zomg! Armageddon time is here. Welcome to the Malustream, sir. It has been a long time. It is Wed NES Day, and I am attempting to beat Castlevania, because I never have. Bats! Aww! Waiting to devour. Why did I jump? The questions we must ask as Malus struggles his way through life and Castlevania. I've done that section 1,000 times, and all you need to do is stand in the right place and whip the fucking thing. But now I thought it would be a great idea to try and jump over him. Okay. We're warmed up now. We're ready to go. Death count 2. Yes, I have a feeling someone's going to keep track of that. Totally fine. I require motivation to get this shit done. So, fun fact about Castlevania Stage 4, if I don't have the holy water when I get to the boss, there is a very strong possibility that I will die there. And then won't be able to get past it. Because boss number 4 is right up there with death in terms of difficult bosses. There's just so much shit you have to deal with, and not a lot of space in which to deal with it. I will do the thing! If by the thing you mean die and fail a whole lot. No! Again, that's not the attitude to have. Okay, now, for the Flea Man Gauntlet. They just keep on coming on the backs of owls, and the only way to handle it is to stop, drop, and whip. Take it slowly. Every time you see one coming, prepare yourself for it and get it before it starts hopping. The minute they start jumping around, you are going to take some serious damage. Also, I know those aren't owls, but, you know. Like this, just whack. You can get every single one like this, even when they do 2 at the same time. I didn't on that occasion, but the point is you can do it. Okay, then, fine. I didn't need those 3 pips of health anyway, so fuck you. There you go. See, it's easy. Fuck. Oh, you dickbag! How dare you break the rules? The rules are you're not allowed to do that ever again. Alright, that should be all of them now, I think. Yeah, there we go. Wall turret of a sort. Just stand here and whip. Solving problems by spamming buttons, it's totally fair. And then we go through a fucking door. Now, for this boss, I need considerably more than that. Alright, so this time, fun fact, that candle there above the whatever this is, contains a knife. Well, I want it. Because if I lose the holy water, I'm basically bonered. I'm boner-owned. Speaking of boner-owned, there's some more of that. Again, I'm just adding levels of challenge because the game's too easy otherwise. I'd fucking walk all over this shit. Good thing for those chickens. My god. Alright then, it's cool. Didn't need full health anyway. I did get a 1-up though. So the next one's at 80,000 points. Alright. Make more sense if the first one was at 40. Maybe I just got my maths wrong. Entirely plausible. And again, you can solve this problem just by standing in the right place and whipping. Constantly! Until your problems all go away. Which they will. If you believe that they can. What? Did that money just fall through the ground? That's not very fair. Fine, whatever. I didn't want it anyway. Filthy money. And there's a pot there, not that it's massively useful. There's the 2 icon around here somewhere as well, but I forget where. Might be in the other platform. Anyway, so this is basically my one shot at this boss. Here goes. Throw holy water at him. It's the only way to be sure that he'll be dead. Because once that guy starts fucking moving around, you've got a big problem really quickly. Because dodging those fireballs is damn near fucking impossible. Believe me, I've tried many an occasion. Oh shit. Holy water! Yes! No! Oh fuck you! That wasn't fair. Alright, I killed him. That should fucking count. But no. Right. Good. So now I have to do things the hard way, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. I've never been able to beat Frankenstein Monster without the holy water. Because I'm a nub. I am a nublet. On the X-Wing base of life. Ugh. Fuck. Yes, thank you for your encouragement, Mr. Phoenix. I'll remember that. So much fury. So angry. So much bullshit. Cannot believe it. Oh god. If I could master the backwards jump whip trick, that would be really handy. You can see how I do it. You have to press jump and back, not quite at the same time, but almost. I think yeah, like that. You have to press jump, I think, a fraction of a second first. And it's really hard to do it consistently. But if you can, then you can sort of whip forwards as you're jumping back, which is a huge advantage in a game like this, where your jump mechanics are so rigid. And again, if I could do it consistently, that would really help a lot. Well then. Now we have what is scientifically referred to as a problem. Because this fucker right here, 4 pips at a time, Very hard to dodge projectiles. Very angry Malus. Probably still going to die, despite it going reasonably well at the moment. Come on, come on. Yes! Oh my god, I got him! I've never done that before, I don't think. I don't think I've ever beaten that without the holy water. So, go me. I am the awesomes. Wow! Yeah! I am legit proud of that. That was quite impressive, I think. Alright. Here's the big one. Level 5. This is the level of death in more ways than one. The actual level's not too bad, though. The main trick is the boss, of course. Oh no! I don't wanna die here. Not all alone with skeletons. They don't make for good company. Don't you know it's true? I think you do. That skeleton breaks the rules and goes off screen, and you can't kill him once he does that. Oh, you little shit! Alright, none of that. None of that for you. Oh, goodness gracious me. Tee-hee-hee, I'm desperate for a rhyme for my stupid song, and you know you love it. I'm gonna go upstairs and kick some skeletons in the dick now. They don't even have those. Not anymore, cause they totally decomposed. Hoover garb. Because sometimes you just have to throw that in at the end when you don't know what else to say. Ha! Those skeletons, I don't know where they're getting those bones from. The endless supply. It's not of their own. Maybe they're just picking them up from the ground. Who knows? The world record high score is 984800. Now, was that engineered, like by dying but not game overing enough times to redo sections where you get points? Or was that all like just one flawless run? Hooper fucking garble, we may never know. Bastard. Alright, so the red skeletons just come back forever. So just whip them once and leave them to rot. Although they kind of already have done all the rotting they're ever going to do. Let's be fair about it. Oh, fuck you. Dodgy little prick. God, I hate those guys. Let's be honest, though. Does anybody not hate them? They are the bane of your life. Also, when did I get that stopwatch? Fuck. That's a really shitty fucking weapon. It's not going to be much use here, that's for sure. Although, the Jesus Rang you get towards the end of the stage is really the one you want anyway, so I'll live with that, if I can find it. Right, this guy's going to be despawned any second, I expect. Because they always back away from you. So, once he goes a certain distance, he despawns himself. Am I missing something there, Nicarin? He's skeleton warriors! A joke I'm not aware of? Or are you... I don't know. It is totally fine, because this guy has axes. Let him axe you. Let him ask you a question. Unfortunately, the question is, do you want to die? Oh, also hi. Here's an axe for you. You can have it. It's a souvenir from him to you. He wants to share them with you. He also wants to fucking die now. Like that. Okay. Like I said, the level itself not too bad. The main difficulty comes from the very last screen of it and said boss. If you have triple and holy water, you can stun lock death. I guarantee you I will not have both of those things by the time I get there. I think I'll be lucky to even have one of those things. I know there is a double/triple around here somewhere. It might be right here, actually. Like in one of these. No. Alright. I lied! It's actually over here, I think. I like to talk complete and utter bollocks at you. Haha! Taste my axes! They're more effective than your axes. Because they go up in a beautiful flying arc. And then your whole world goes very dark. That was a stretch. I know it. Now, I've got the double. So, that's the thing I have going for me. And you know this. Whack. There's something in a wall around here somewhere, I'm sure. Just be glad there isn't a skeleton ball. Oh god, yeah. Never watched it though, nor knew about it until I started watching Jim Sterling. He is fucking hilarious, it's true. Whoa, that was close, fucking hell. Is there any reason to go up to that platform, or is it just for show? Axes for you, from me, as a gift. Fuck you. How many of these are you going to take to die? Fuck. Double fuck. Totally fine. I landed on my feet and didn't shatter my ankles. Oh no. I'm going to assume there's nothing up there, so fuck it. Now the easy part is over, and you're gonna have to start getting good. Real fucking good. Not much chance of that, I am afraid. Cause I'm totally fucking helpless at this. But here we are now, stage of 15. This is the last part of the level, and the lead up to our big bad friend, Mr. Death. He's really that quite friendly when you get to know him. Unfortunately, no one can get to know him because he kills them. He's fucking death. What else would you expect him to do? Well, you expect him to play chess with you? Meh. There's the Jesus Rang, okay. Unfortunately, you don't get to preserve the double when you pick up a new power-up, so just the one Jesus Rang for me. It's totally fine, I don't even need more than one, because my aim is true. This I say to you, and I really mean it. Well, at the very least, there's a wall chicken here. Whack. Alright, ready for the Corridor of Death? This is probably one of the hardest bits of the game. It's not as hard as it used to be for me, but it still is very tricky. Because you've got 3 different things you need to account for. The Medusa heads, the axes, and the actual dudes themselves. Oh, fuck. And each thing that hits you does a quarter of your life. Even the Medusa heads, because they're pricks. And nobody likes them, really. You can't... Fucking Jesus, fuck. Alright, no, it's fine. Didn't need that life anyway. So what you can generally do, you can hit the axes at both heights just by whipping. So all you need to really do is not let yourself walk into the dudes, which is basically impossible. Anyway, and try and avoid the Medusa heads. That's the trickiest part. Because of those weird fucking Juba arcs. I've only ever read the first one, Phoenix. I haven't had access to any more than that. I did enjoy it, but the end was weird. I assume there's way more to it than I am seeing, but it is not something that I've got time for. My ability to read is somewhat limited, so I kind of read what I have. Alright, this time will be different. Oh my yes. Just you wait and see. Mwahaha. Murdering is going to occur now, and it won't be of me now. Do you wonder how I'm gonna do this? Yeah, so you pretty much just have to always be whipping, and occasionally jump if the arc works out that way. Because you can, most of the time, go under the Medusas, and that's preferable. You don't want to jump when an axe is coming, because then you'll land on it. And there's not a lot that you can do about it. Also, trying to jump to get the candles is a bit of a fool's trap as well. For the same reason. There's nothing here you really need. You get some money and you get some hearts. I think there's a double/triple thing here. Well, I don't remember which one it's in. And I'm honestly not willing to risk it. Well, there's a 1-up. So that's good. A fun time being had now! Come on! Good thing those have limited range and then go back. Right! Made it to death with full health. If I'm going to do it, this is probably the one that's going to succeed. But he is a right fucking bastard. As I'm sure anyone who's played the game knows. Throw Jesus power at him! It's the only way to be sure. Yeah. Because the sides are what do you in. Because they constantly respawn and they're always homing in on you. Like that. Come on, take them both. There we go. Nice job. Alright. No. No, no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I am in trouble. How did I get out of that alive? I don't know. Trying not to think too hard about it. Taste of my Jesus power. The power of Christ compels you to fuck off. Oh my, yes it does. Oh my shit! Yeah! I fucking did it! What the... What? First try? Brain explosion! That's bonkers. How did I do that? Holy shit! Well then! I have never got this far in my entire life. Hot damn, I've never even heard this music before. The first boss is now an enemy. A regular one. That seems fine. I'm sure this couldn't possibly end badly. And he has bullets too. I'm just going to ignore him. There's no need to kill him, right? Oh shit. No, stay back. No. Oh, I didn't want that. I really wanted to keep the Jesus rang. Dang it. Dang it. I feel like I just need to... No! Dick back. Alright. Well, I guess I kind of asked for that, didn't I? Yeah, the Aria of Sorrow version of Death was quite a challenge as well. But him I was able to beat eventually. That one. Whew, never done it before. Probably never going to be able to do it again, so this not again! Good. Great. Beat Death, get killed by bats. Shortly after. Oh, that sucks a fat one. Arrgh. See, there's a part of me that wants to beat this whole game without having to use the infinite continues you're given. But I mean, that's not exactly an easy thing to do, is it? Given how I'm doing. Maybe I just have to kind of bait them out a bit more. No, you don't! No, you can eat a fat one. That's what you can do. Yeah, and so can you. The stopwatch proves itself moderately useful! Later, bitch. Alright, well that was that part. Oh boy. Oh god. Alright. That feels like it was probably the worst part, right? Alright, whip upgraded to max. Oh, really? Really? You're gonna pull that shit here? That is disgraceful. That's what that is. How dare you? Not the birds carrying the flea dude. Oh, no! No! No, I wasted it. Oh, the chicken. I needed that chicken. And now I don't have the chicken. Oh, that is really bad. I got a bit overzealous, and I'm a stupid fuck. Oh, this is just mean. Spiritedness. Ah! Hoop garble. Fuck. Well, I am going to continue, because I got this far. Beating the game will still count. But I'm going to give myself a finite number of continues on it. Otherwise, I could be here all night. So I'm going to say that I've got 3 continues in total. So that was the first one. Alright, that seemed fair to you? Oh, fuck. Fucking birds. They're not even birds. They're actually bats. That's how frustrating it is. I actually get them confused. Hoop garb. Hoop that garb like you mean it. Maybe I should just kill them. Probably not. Oh, it's so dickish. You know it's been done on purpose to fuck with you. It's like, we're going to put the bats in the place where they'll knock you off! No! Castlevania bats. Indeed. I despise Castlevania bats. Those Castlevania bats are my darkest nightmare. I will be kept up at night by the thought of bats knocking me off ledges. It's faux true. Oh, fuck! Brrr! Genuinely angry. Losing my patience with the fucking giant bats. Why do they exist? in the first place? I don't know. Seriously, fuck those guys. I'm mad! I feel like I need to bait them, but it's so hard to do that. Oh fuck! Nah, that's death. So mad! Totally losing my goddamn focus. Cannot handle those fucking bats. Artificial difficulty is the word for that. Indeed. Yeah. See, sometimes he doesn't come up through the ledge on the first swing, and sometimes he does. I don't know why it's so inconsistent. I wish I knew. See, he didn't that time. Fucking narrowly dodging the fire bullet. Sure. Okay. Mate, fuck you! Really? You're gonna pull that shit? Fine, go off screen. Behind the HTML. You dickweed. You're a dickweed! That's what you are! Come on, I know you jump up here, so just fucking do it. There we go. Now this time I'll remember to not get the chicken ahead of time. Cause that would be really fucking stupid and it would make me cry. If you told me the bat was the easiest part of this level, oh good, I'm so glad to hear that. It really made my fucking day. I mean, yeah, that bit with the gears and the fucking birds carrying the flea men is definitely the worst part, isn't it? It certainly looks that... Fuck, the stopwatch would have been way better there. Oh. What? How are they jumping through the fucking walls? What is this bullshit now? Are you kidding me? How is that fair? How is that fair? Seriously, what is that? I'm sorry, but no. If they get dropped on the lower part of the stage, that's where they fucking stay. What? Alright, last continue, and then we'll move on. Try and get things to be a bit more quick fire than usual in these. In this one, at least. That is such bullshit. You know, with the bats, I'm willing to accept because you can play around them. You can deal with the bullshit by not being too hasty about it. It is possible to avoid them knocking you into death pits by, you know, a merit of your own playing ability rather than the game just going lol. That though, that thing with the flea men right there, that was grade A bullshit. It would not, Hydro, no, it would make me want to punch a puppy in the face. Oh boy, well, a part of me kind of wishes I hadn't beaten death now, but there we go. Oh, very well, return soon, Mr. Phoenix. I look forward to seeing your return. I also look forward to seeing bats never existing again! Oh, good. Alright then. A hoop of fucking gobble. Why is this so hard? I mean, I know it's the NES, and that's what you expect, but Jesus fuck. Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh, there's two of them now. I am very dead. I am taking beating death on my first try, on this attempt at least, as a big win, because as I said, I've never beaten him before, and I've never done it so, I don't know, convincingly. There was a point in that fight where I just knew it was going to happen. Speaking of knowing things are going to happen! Why do there have to be two of them? Alright, before I get too ragey with this, we're going to move on. So that was my attempt to beat Castlevania. Better than I've ever done before, but still not good enough to beat that bullshit. Yikes. Alright, moving on then.